former girlfriend, Bambi Struthers.
He wasn't exactly my type at first, but then I saw that tongue. Oh my God, it's huge.
May 19th, 1999, opening day for Star Wars. Jar Jar and his adoring public would meet at last. Their reaction was unexpected.
I quit my job as a banker for this.
The news was not good. The hype over.
I mean, sure, the kids liked him, but the hardcore fans, they were pretty damn ruthless.
And no one took it harder than Jar Jar.
JarJar.com? No! He started to drink heavily. I'm talking like gallons a day. And it was pretty impressive, actually.
Those close to Jar Jar hoped work would help curb his destructive habits.
Jar Jar would show up late, sometimes drunk, belligerent. And then there was the Jawa incident.
Never was his mind on where he was, or his acting.
Darth Maul, Lord of the Sith.
I couldn't tell what his problem was. He'd just be mad all the time. I was like, Jar Jar, easy, big fella. It's gonna be okay.
We had worked through problems like these before with Billy D on Empire. But in the end, Jar Jar and I decided it would be best if we parted ways.
Jar Jar's dismissal sent him into a wild rage. Studio security had to escort him from the lot.
I swear he was on drugs.
Unfortunately, that seemed to be exactly the case.
Jar Jar, baby? Is everything all right in there?
He's fine. Now go away, biatch!
Jar Jar was cruising tabloid headlines and hell-bent on destruction.
I thought the time off would help, that eventually things would come around. Until the accident.
Jar Jar was arrested for driving while intoxicated. Jared spent his days recovering in a rehab clinic. His hit movie had left the theaters. The phone had stopped ringing. Jared Herbert Binkelstein had officially hit rock bottom.
I've had too many of my friends go this way before. Too many of them died before like this. But not you, man. Not Jared.
Alone and now jobless, he would finally reach out for help.
I found him in my room, sitting in the dark, crying. He seemed like he needed help. But I had a girl with me at the time, so I told him he'd have to come back.
Be the last time anyone would ever see Jar Jar again.
We got a call from the Half Moon Hotel down in La Cienega. Guests began to complain about a smell. When nobody would answer the door, the staff went to investigate. And that's when they found Mr. Binks.
Jar Jar Binks was dead, hung by his own tongue.
I have no idea who could have done this. Everyone loved Jar Jar. Except for the people who saw episode 1, but I mean, how many people was that?
But nothing would prepare the world for what would happen next.
There was a little mix-up, and Mr. Binkelstein accidentally got sent to the pound instead of the morgue. 'Cause, you know, kind of looks like a dog. Anyway, by the time we figured it out, he'd already been buried in the pet cemetery for about 3 days. But the strange thing was, when we went to dig him up, the grave was empty. There was nothing there.
Where was Jar Jar's body? Did he, like Sonny Bono, fake his own death? And if he died, was it possible that he rose from the grave?
Since this happened, we've gotten calls from all over the world reporting to have seen him. A gas station in Utah. Bingo parlor in Guam. It's a mystery. Probably one of the greatest mysteries of our time. Who framed O.J.? Who shot J.R.? And what in the hell happened to Jar Jar Binks?
Was it hype? Was it fantasy? Did the public get to him?
When an artist is doing work so revolutionary, it sometimes takes the public time to fully understand and embrace the greatness that they're witnessing. It's like Salvador Dali. I think we'll look back someday and realize how blessed we were with this amazing performer. 10 years from now, people are going to look back and say, thank you, Jar Jar. And we're sorry.
Kid, I've flown from one side of this galaxy to the other. I've seen a lot of strange stuff.